What is going on, y'all? It is the Caveman back at it again with another video, and I have a couple quick announcements I want to make before I hop into today's video. I recently have joined the content creation team built in Buffalo. The co-founder reached out to me, Dave Myers. He DM'd me on Twitter, said, I really like your content and I would love to bring you onto the team. And of course, I'm on the team now. Here we are. And I'm more than happy and more than excited to be joining the Built in Buffalo content creation team. They do podcasts, they do all sorts of videos, highlight videos, anything you could possibly think of related to the Buffalo Bills, they do it. The way that I'm going to be contributing to Built in Buffalo is I'm just going to have one of my own personal videos posted to their channel on a week-to-week basis. Pretty much any sort of video that you would usually see on this channel, I'll just have a separate one posted for that channel on the Built in Buffalo main YouTube channel. This will not affect how often or how much I post on my main channel, being this channel, the Caveman. I will just still be regularly posting on this channel like I usually do, but I will have an extra video going up on the Built in Buffalo YouTube page every week. So if you are interested in more Buffalo Bills content, head over to the Built in Buffalo YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe to them over there. Go to their Twitter page, follow them over there as well. They also have an Instagram. If you want to follow them on Instagram, go and do that. Built in Buffalo is a team of tremendously hardworking creators, and they know what they're talking about. So if you're interested in podcasts, live streams, whatever it may be, these guys know what they're talking about. So be sure to follow the team over on their respective social media pages. And if you want to see me more on a week-to-week basis, I'll have an extra video going up there as well. I am very much looking forward to my future with the Built in Buffalo team, and I'm extremely excited for what the future holds. It's going to be a very, very good time. So thank you very much to Dave for giving me that opportunity. But anyway, I did this stupid mock draft. I knew why I hated mock drafts, and I did it anyway. I think I somewhat forgot why I hated mock drafts as much as I do, but I sat down and actually started to do them for a little bit, and I realized and remembered very quickly why I actually hate these mock drafts as much as I really do. Like, I cannot stand doing these. The amount of possibilities that could happen at every single pick is just too mind-boggling for my mind to handle, and some people find that fun to just do it over and over again and look at all the different possibilities. I don't find that fun. I find that aggravating, confusing, stressful. Like, I was just freaking out doing that mock draft because I just didn't know who could go where. And when you throw in trades as well, like when you throw in the possibility of teams trading with each other, trading their picks, that's when I really start to freak out. So next year, I ain't doing this. Like, this was not enjoyable for me, but I did it because I said I would. But you guys know the drill. Something to calm myself down. Mott's applesauce. You know you can't go wrong with your applesauce. I mean, come on, guys. If you ever need to relax, this is your stuff. If you ever need to feel good, this is your stuff. Mott's applesauce, you just can't go wrong with your damn Mott's. But because I said I would do it, I'm doing it anyway. So I'm going to post the picks that I made from intervals of 1 to 5. So I'll do like the first 5 picks on the screen at once, and then 6 through 10, you know, etc., etc. I'll post them in intervals of 5. This was a combination of what I feel like I wanted to happen and what I feel like is going to happen. I really couldn't tell how I wanted to do this mock draft. So it's a combination of what I feel like I would like to happen and what will actually happen. You know, I don't know. There's a fine line between the two. I don't know, man. I just don't like this, man. I really don't like doing these. All right, so here are my top 5 picks. I don't know if I already mentioned it already, but I do not have any trades in this mock draft because that would have just scrabbled my brain even more than it already was, and I did not want to do that to myself. So here are the top 5 picks. I truly do not think the Atlanta Falcons are going to go with Kyle Pitts. Everybody seems to think they're going to go with him. I just don't think they are. I don't know. I just have a weird feeling that the way Matt Ryan has kind of been going downhill in the last couple years, and now there's rumblings of Julio Jones being potentially traded. I think the Falcons are just going to be going in full-blown rebuild mode, and I think they're going to draft a quarterback to sit under Matt Ryan for a couple years so they can bring him in when Matt Ryan's all said and done, and he can become their starting quarterback. And obviously, like you see on screen, the quarterback I have them taking is Trey Lance. I do think Justin Fields is going to drop significantly, and I'll get to that in a little bit. So obviously, if the top 4 picks are going to be quarterbacks, the Bengals do need offensive line help desperately, but there's no way they let Kyle Pitts fall behind them. There's just no way they let Kyle Pitts go. So they will absolutely go with Kyle Pitts at number 5 if the top 4 picks are quarterbacks. All right, so here is 6 through 10. Nothing too crazy, nothing too exciting here, but I do think Jalen Waddle is going to go before Jamar Chase. I just feel like Jalen Waddle fits Miami's offense a little bit better. I think he's more of what they need in comparison to Jamar Chase. It is no secret that the Panthers need offensive line help. I think they will have no problem pulling the trigger on Penei if he falls right into their lap the way that I have this mock draft set up. And Denver was the other team that could be a potential buyer for the quarterback position in this draft, but I also feel like they're just going to be content with Drew Lock for another year. He's heading into his 3rd year. That's kind of the year that everybody says, okay, if the quarterback's going to be good, they're going to break out in their 3rd year. So I think they're going to let Drew Lock play out his 3rd year before they draft another kid. So that's another team that I feel like is going to let Justin Fields drop. And I feel like beside for teams in the top 5, Denver and Detroit are the only two teams that are in the early picks that are potentially in the quarterback market. And, other than that, I do not think Justin Fields is going to see the stage as soon as we may all think. Dallas taking Patrick Surtain. I don't think that's anything too surprising. 11 through 15, I don't think this is anything too shocking either. Not much to cover here. The Giants have one of the worst offensive lines last season. I think they could absolutely use the offensive tackle help. The Eagles are going to try and hit on a wide receiver once again. Maybe they'll finally get lucky. The Los Angeles Chargers also need some offensive line help, so that's what they're going to go with at the number 13 pick. The Minnesota Vikings will also get some interior offensive line help, and then Justin Fields meets his match. Another team that finally needs a quarterback, and it is the New England Patriots, and I truly do not think they are going to need to trade up to grab this kid, because I think Detroit and Denver are going to stick with who they have currently, and that's going to let Justin Fields fall right into their lap. So I don't know. This could happen. This could not happen. I don't know, man. This mock draft stuff is just too much for my brain to comprehend. Nobody actually ever gets this shit right. I don't know why we ever bother, but Justin Fields to the New England Patriots, dropping all the way to 15 is what I am projecting to happen. 16 through 20 is nothing all that exciting either. We have a couple more corners coming off the board. We have a first edge rusher in Jalen Phillips coming off the board, going to Miami as well. Linebackers going to the football team and to Las Vegas. Las Vegas needs so much. I truly didn't know what to give them, and I just gave them a freaking linebacker because that team is so desperate in so many different areas, and they traded like their entire offensive line. That team is pretty down bad if I'm being real here. All right, so 21 through 25 is when things start to somewhat spice up a little bit again. We have Travis Etienne and Najee Harris going back-to-back. Well, I should say Najee Harris and Travis Etienne going back-to-back. I think the New York Jets are going to take the chance with Najee Harris. I think whoever they bring in with the second overall pick in this mock draft, it's going to be Zach Wilson. I think they're going to want to bring in a pretty damn good running back to kind of take some pressure off of their rookie quarterback. And I think Najee Harris is the exact guy to do that because, in my opinion, Najee Harris is going to need a bell cow role to really, hit his full potential, hit his full ceiling. And I think that's exactly what the Jets could deliver to Najee Harris, and they could really take some pressure off the rookie quarterback they're going to draft in the early picks. So Najee Harris goes to the Jets, and then right after that, Travis Etienne goes to the Steelers. I think with Big Ben's play style as of late, he's going to want somebody that he could dump the ball off quick to, just another option he could throw a dump off pass to, and that's Travis Etienne in a nutshell. A couple other players in the secondary also went in these 5 picks as well, and then with the 26th through 30th pick, we have the Buffalo Bills coming up, and this is where I took Ifeatu Melifonwu. If you watched my video yesterday, you know I love this kid. I really do, and my love for this kid is actually making this mock draft process a lot harder for me. I like Melifonwu so much, but I also feel like it is too much of a reach to be drafting him in the first round, but at the same time, he will not be available when our second round pick comes around, so I would rather us just reach on him in the first round, and that'll be it, instead of missing out on him completely, because I truly do not want us to miss out on him. But what I actually, honest to God, do think is going to happen is we are going to go with an edge rusher at pick 30 and then just settle with whatever cornerback talent is left in the second round, whether it's Asante Samuel, Eric Stokes, it could be Melifonwu, whoever is left in the second round, because there is tremendous depth at the cornerback position in this draft. I think we're going to go with an edge rusher at pick 30 and then settle with whatever talent is left in the second round at the cornerback position. But Melifonwu's value is just so in between of the picks that we have. It made this freaking mock draft process so hard for me because I really want him, but I also don't want us to reach too far for him, but I also don't want to miss out on him. So I don't know. I just picked him for the Bills because what the hell? This whole process was just an absolute mess for me. I don't take that mock draft all too seriously because, honest to God, I don't know what the hell, man. I don't know what's going to happen. So many teams need so many damn different things. It's just too hard to predict. I don't know, man. I just wanted to get this whole thing over with, this whole process, because it was stressing me out. I think I grew some gray hairs when I was doing the mock draft on that damn website, and I'm not kidding you. Like, I was stressing out. I was looking up everybody's depth charts. I was looking up what teams need. I was doing all that you possibly could when doing this mock draft, and let me be honest, I really didn't enjoy it. It was stressful, and I did not like it. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy doing mock drafts a lot more than I do, because this is actually, it could be a relatively fun process. I guess I'm just in the minority when it comes to doing mock drafts, because it seems like everybody loves to do them, and that just ain't for me. But if you did enjoy the video, and I hope you did, please like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. If you want to hit the bell to be notified when I upload, I would appreciate that. If you want to go over to Twitter, follow me over there, I would appreciate that as well. Also, if you're interested, go subscribe to Built in Buffalo. I just joined their team. They have fantastic content creators over there, so if you want more Buffalo Bills content, that is the page for you. I'll leave the link to their channel down in the description below, but I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.